Bledsoe to Brogdon. Bledsoe. With that shot, he's 5 for 8.
You see, you can't actually get mesmerized by the ball. You actually have to focus on the dribbler's belly button. I know that may sound cheesy, but trust me, he can't go anywhere without his core.
It's Henson with the rebound. Short jumper stays out. Ilyasova with a piece.
Oh, he blocked that with authority.
Goes to the right side. Fires the three. Great defense, forcing the miss.
Just because you're an elite shooter doesn't mean you need to shoot the ball every possession. Maybe give a head fake, crack into the defender, get to the free throw line, see the ball go in the hole.
Chicago with the possession. To Lopez. Gets it in the right corner. Lets it fly from long range. Buries it on the catch and shoot.
See the three, be the three. Some young players look like deer in headlights out there on the court. But you got something different. You got that moxie.
Scores from the post.
You feel that? I see the confidence building.
Runner's good there.
That's a good run right here to end the first quarter to open up that lead. If you're the coach of this team, you have to like the effort your guys are giving.
To Brogdon. Beyond the arc for three. Where's the chatter? No one was even close to him.
But it was how he created the shot. As a defender, there's a tendency to stand up when you stare at the ball. Offensive player recognized that, continuously moved without the ball. Bang, that's how he set it up.
For three. No good. That's great defense.
Great contest by the D, but I want to see the coaching staff call the same exact play the next possession. Get that offensive player the ball. Let him prove that it wasn't the D. It was more in his own head.
Oh, great pass. Setting up the basket.
I'm not sure that wasn't an offensive foul, but take it when you can get it.
Nothing going here on that drive. Ilyasova with the block.
Blocking so many shots only gives you a perimeter.
A three-pointer at the buzzer is good. They can check it all they want, but that clearly was fun. Good start to this one. After one quarter of play, on to...
Here we go. Substitutions, Chicago. Substitutions, Milwaukee.
Antetokounmpo to Bledsoe. Shot from in close, no good. Finishing inside the paint on that one.
Because in certain players' mind, it doesn't matter if they're amongst the trees or not. They're always going to be the giant in the paint.
Bledsoe with the basketball. 9-point margin. It's good. Coach wants to see more from his D.
Ooh, that confidence level is so superior. Whenever you start jogging back on defense before the ball even goes through the net, that speaks for itself.
Dunn to Parker. Give him 2 points. High percentage.
Well, the shooting has been spectacular, but one of the things that I've seen as a difference maker in this ball game is how they are catching the basketball. They're not establishing a pivot foot, which leaves the defense wondering which way you can drive. But when that shot is working like that, you got it any way you want it.
Middleton. Gets it at the top of the key. Going a launch. Beyond the arc. Not getting the bounce. Jay simply put, the Bulls rolling the medical dice. Not just Jabari Parker, but also on Zach LaVine.
There's no doubt that both those kids have the talent, but do they have the durability to maintain themselves the entire season? If they both can maintain their health, they have a chance to be all-stars, and this team has a chance to be one of the top top-tier teams in the East.
Parker. Not that time. Bledsoe with it up top. Down 8. To Middleton. To Adetokunbo. The pass set it all up.
It's really a dope thing when passing becomes infectious. But don't become overly passive. Still take your shots when they're there.
To Chris Dunn. Trying to cash in. Missed it. Not much more you could ask for from the defense there. Has a look. With the step back.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
Done. Takes it right to the rim. A lot of contact there, but they say no foul.
Clearly not afraid of the spotlight here because that was not an easy look.
Malcolm Brogdon lays it in.
You see, Ed, skill levels at this game are at an all-time high. Inside-out threats are tough. You got to make it hard for him to actually catch the ball in those higher percentage areas.
4-3 and a putback slam.
He usually pays his bills doing things around the perimeter. Nice work right there around the rim.
To Brogdon. Here's a chance from long range. Gets it to go. Coach cannot be happy with that closeout.
I know there are refs on the court all the time, but it doesn't mean they can see every play. Maybe defensively, grab his jersey, step on his toe, do something to kind of change up his pace.
To Chris Dunn. Giannis Adetokunbo sends it away.
You know why? I don't see anybody on the defensive end standing up out of position. I see everybody squatted down, really active with their hands. That's the mentality that will lead you to where you want to go.
Adetokunbo to Bledsoe. Brogdon. And counted at the rim.
And the defense keeps sticking to those flare screens. Just don't flare out to the three-point line. Flare to the rim for a lob.
Cashes in for 2.
Did you see the way that dribble freed him up? It created so much space. I did, but the defender didn't.
To Brogdon. Slam dunk, Malcolm Brogdon.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice finish. It's all business.
John Henson snatching it out of the air.
Here's one of the biggest secrets as we move into this new age of basketball, especially in the draft room. You have to draft players with size and length. That's the biggest deterrent for any team offensively.
To Parker. Levine. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Oh, good offense, beating good defense.
He's most definitely got the hot hand behind the three-point arc. Anytime your first-round pick is shooting like this, your GMs and owners just sit back and smile.
The rebound cleared by the Bulls. Parker with it. Lead is 2. And he's fouled. Very close. Free throws coming up.
You got to know your personnel. That's not someone you want to send to the line for a free 2.
And he connects on the first free throw. Good free throw shooting. Knocks down a pair. Bledsoe with the basketball. His guys should be able to get the final shot. Adetokunbo. Not that time. That's rebounded by Chicago. That's it. First half has come to an end with the Bulls in front.
Thanks for...
Tight game through the first 2 quarters as we resume play here in the third. Chicago possession.
Here we go. Oh, yeah, let's double shot. Yep.
From long range, Giannis grabs the board. Deep left corner. To Adetokunbo. The drive, right to the basket. Short jumper misses. On the follow. Way to stay with it.
In the paint, you need to finish. Just like that.
Fires the 3. Smothering D.
In the first half, you were hot. I get that. Now, since you're not, it's time to start squaring those shoulders and getting those feet in the right position to actually align yourself to make the shot.
Slams it down. Whoa, he got up there.
Just showing you that 40-inch vertical.
To Zach LaVine. Parker. Fires the 3. He has certainly been on target from downtown. He's 4 of 5 from three-point range.
Let me tell you why. He's been receiving his passes on time and on target. Give the passer some credit in this scenario as well.
Oh, he had it. Chicago basketball. To Parker. Tough make through traffic.
I was expecting the dish there, but way to fake that one and lay that one in.
Giannis with it up top. The deficit now up to 5. Brogdon. There's a pass stolen by Chicago.
Here's your chance to break this thing wide open.
Zach LaVine. Oh, 3 for 8. He's got to do better.
You used to hear all these coaches talk about, we need players to run the floor. No, I don't need you to run the floor. I need you to run the floor with purpose. Those are 2 different things. When you run the floor in attack mode, that's when plays like this occur.
Driving right to the basket. From the painted area, won't go down. LaVine. Lets it fly from long range. Tough shot. Well defended. He's on the deck. Great sacrifice. The screen sets him up for 2.
Oh, don't see the read. Be the read.
Now the Bucks going to signal for a timeout as their coach wants to get a word in with his guys here in this third quarter. And they call the foul. Careful there, Jay.
That's just a blatant foul. Maybe he's trying to make a statement.
Adetokunbo. Off the assist.
Strong finish. That's what you need, regardless of contact, focusing on the rim.
To Parker. Chicago with 4 to shoot. Markkanen slams it down.
I don't think I could do that on a 5-foot rim.
I can, because that's my only choice. Giannis in control of the basketball. His guys down by 9. To Middleton. Beyond the arc for 3. Rebound taken in by Chicago. Can't connect from in close. Brogdon can't connect. LaVine. Count the basket. A lot of contact. No foul.
And the true test of a team's character is how they respond when they get hit in the mouth. Keep digging.
The Bucks at the controls. Oh, Carter with the rejection.
This game is all about playing mind tricks on people. The offense is more worried about getting their shot blocked than they are about actually making the shot.
Oh, bad pass, and the Bucks have it.
You know, Ed, sometimes you're just more ready to play than your opponent. The intensity and the effort is off the charts.
To Wendell Carter. Able to convert inside.
Hey, one of the things I hear all the great teams say in the huddle, they say 1, 2, 3, no mercy. Now it's time for you to go even harder on the defensive end.
Good. Off a spin.
There's certain guys in this league that should be put on alert status 24/7 because either they're posterizing you or that attempt can still be a poster.
To Levine. For three. Lopez there to get the rebound. Going to launch beyond the arc. Buries it on the catch and shoot.
Ed, let me tell you how this one goes. It ain't no fun if the homies can't have some. Everyone's getting a piece of the rock tonight.
Finishing inside the paint on that one.
Big shout out to the athletic trainer for this team. It's obvious you've been doing all the preparation required of your team in the weight room in the offseason. Flex on them a little bit.
Time for some new personnel into the game. Oh, too much contact. Free throws on the way.
Aggressive play there, but you can't fault the defender for being up in the shooter. You need to contest shots, each and every one of them.
Eric Bledsoe at the line for 2 shots. Shooting 50%. Some yes, some no in this contest. Good bounce back. Hits the second. It's a 1 of 2 trip. Drive from the baseline, but it won't go down.
That's superb defense. That's a defense getting there from the weak side early and making the player short arm a shot.
To Lopez. Slams it down. Jay, let's see if that's a sign for him.
Well, he's been pretty much non-existent the first 3 quarters, but when you have a play like that, that can get the juices going, and that can help you with your offensive rhythm.
Look at the fight for that ball. We'll get a jump. They're going to make some changes with some new personnel on the floor. Parker has a chance, and it's Lopez there for the rebound. Bledsoe with it up top. The margin standing now at 7, and he'll head to the line.
Great job, Ed, by the shooter to create contact after the jump. That's how you get to the free throw line.
And hits the first free throw. Goes 2 for 2 at the line. Nothing going here on that drive. Old school. Backs his man down for the basket.
I don't know what the point of you having a scouting report is if you don't utilize it. You're allowing him to get to positions on the floor where you know he feels most comfortable. Make it a challenge for him by making him do something uncomfortable.
Eric Bledsoe to the rim.
I love when I see smaller players finish in the paint amongst the trees. But if you're a big on the other side, you can't let that happen so easy.
4-3. Textbook defense.
As a team, they were on the absolute tear in the first half. But guess what happens during halftime? The defensive team makes adjustments, and it looks like it's working out.
Bulls with the basketball. And there's the whistle. Neither player giving up an inch. We have a tie-up. The opposing coach is going to counter, make some changes of his own. Parker. To Zach Levine. Carter. It's no good. Great defense. Bledsoe at the basketball. His guy's down 3. Oh, they call him for the foul.
Those cat-like hands almost got a steal.
Time to shuffle things up. That's how.
All right, let's do this.
Substitutions, Milwaukee. Substitutions, Chicago.
Here's a chance from long range, and he knocks it down.
And it just seems like the defense has lethargic closeouts. You need to close out with more of a sense of urgency. Run them off the three-point line. Make them take a tough two rather than an easy three.
The drive, right to the basket. Brook Lopez. He's now 4 for 6.
This is what we call turning up here in the second half. I don't know what was said during the timeout or during the team huddle, but this player has really started to come out and play with purpose in the second half.
Now a steal by Milwaukee.
You go back to the principles, things that we started working on when we were in first and second grade. It's called the shell drill. You stay down in the stance defensively, you try to deny the next pass away, and you have to communicate. If your conditioning is bad, you have no chance. But if you're able to do all these things together, collectively, you will be able to stop a great passing team.
Defense. Defense, let's go.
Easy pass to the rim.
2 points. Take them any way you can get them.
Bucks at the controls. To DiVincenzo. Passed it off. And the nice finish at the rim.
That's what I'm talking about, Ed. It's that simple. Put the ball in the bucket.
To Wendell Carter. Nothing going here on that drive. Carter. Perfect feed to set up the basket.
You know, from a point guard perspective, one of the things that I learned when I played in the league was that the more I was willing to give the ball up, the harder other players were willing to run to their spots. The harder the bigs were running to the rim. The harder the three-point shooters were running to the three-point line because they knew they could be active recipients. And when they caught the ball, they knew exactly what to do with it.
Go. Trap this. Come on, we got it.
Lets it fly from beyond the arc. That's off the side of the rim, no good. Trying to cash in. Yes, it drops. A little drama on that one.
And don't you dare think about the fourth quarter yet. The only quarter that matters is the one you're playing in right now. Finish strong.
Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
He should get some kind of acting award. That's a great sell by the offensive player. But guess what? The ref spit, and that's the game.
Tyler Zeller at the line for a chance at a three-point play. For his career, 76% from the line. Off the mark on his free throw. From long range, he engulfed him that time.
Great contest by the D, but I want to see the coaching staff call the same exact play the next possession. Get that offensive player the ball. Let him prove that it wasn't the D. It was more in his own head.
Deep three at the buzzer. Time expires on this period. The Bucks with the lead. The Bulls in possession as we start the fourth quarter. They trail to this point, but you'd have to say this one's up for grabs.
And the new style we play with in this league, all it takes is 3 quick threes, and you're right back in the ballgame.
That's off the side of the rim, short. Basket's good on the follow. Way to stay with it.
Ooh, shows like this separate the good players from the great ones. The good players, they have good first halves, and then they fade to black in the second. The great players, they just sustain that kind of dynamic energy throughout the entire ballgame.
Fires the three. It's good. Defense has to pick things up.
And if you're on D right now, if you're off on the weak side, stuck towards the driver. That means fake at him. Don't overcommit. Stunt, then get back to you, or stay at home. Force him to make one of those passes, or force him to take a crazy shot at the rim.
Count the bucket for 2.
Hand down, man down. You got to get up and contest the shot.
Bucks at the controls. Oh, the whistle. Jay, take your hands off of me.
A simple touch foul.
Middleton. Here's Lopez, down low. Brook Lopez. He's now shooting 5 for 7.
This type of game needs to be celebrated. This is the type of culture that is fostered when you play with unselfish players. When you give up a little bit of yourself and you make your teammate look great, that's the difference between winning and losing. So when you see these guys smiling, when you see them giving each other high fives, that's because of the energy that was created from the pass. Pass is one of the most brilliant things we have in this game.
Oh, bad pass, and the Bucks have it.
Tonight, it may not cost you, but in a playoff game, it will.
Middleton. Whoa, Chris Middleton. He struggled just a little bit. 2 for 5.
And they're relentless with these long shots. It just seems like their spacing is perfect, and they come down, they know exactly where they want to be, and they're shooting the ball without hesitation.
All by himself. Creates his own shot there.
In the paint, you need to finish just like that.
To Lopez. Gets to the basket and scores.
Well, we got a chance to firsthand watch something be created. I think we just watched an epidemic of passing. I've never seen something like this before. It was so contagious, everybody started to do it, and it ultimately led to the other team's demise.
If that's an epidemic, sign me up. DiVincenzo fires the 3. That no good, off the mark. Bulls with the rock. Trying to take it all the way, but it's no good.
It's easy for the offense to get agitated when you keep turning around and the defense is right there in your face. The jawing is only going to escalate.
Count it. No and 1. There was some contact there.
Great job using that shoulder to create contact with the defender without hesitation.
Bobby Portis swats it.
That's why a rim protector is a necessity in this game.
And a chance coming up at the line.
No, no, no. I'll tell you, the team that makes the little mistakes, like committing unnecessary reach-in fouls like that, will be the team that ends up with the L.
Knocks down the first. And gets both to drop at the line. Milwaukee with the basketball. Adetokunbo to Brogdon. Takes stock of the floor. Brogdon to Adetokunbo. Lets it fly from long range. Oh, he's been on target from downtown, Jay. He's 5 of 7 from 3.
Yeah, he's been able to knock down those shots by having great spacing on the floor. His teammates deserve the credit as much as he does.
Shifting gears.
Hey, this all game. Let's take it on here.
Substitutions, Milwaukee. Substitutions, Chicago.
Bledsoe to Adetokunbo. Lauri Markkanen. Tips it.
That kid can block out the sun, Ed.
And the finish at the rim.
It just seems like nobody can stop him but him. Once he's found his offensive swag, that boy's deadly.
To Parker. Markkanen. To Wendell Carter. Down to 5. Down to 4 to shoot. Has a look. It goes down. He improvises and scores.
This type of game needs to be celebrated. This is the type of culture that is fostered when you play with unselfish players. When you give up a little bit of yourself and you make your teammate look great, that's the difference between winning and losing. So when you see these guys smiling, when you see them giving each other high fives, that's because of the energy that was created from the pass. Pass is one of the most brilliant things we have in this game.
Now ready for a couple of free throws.
I'm watching the coach's reaction right now, and I'll tell you, he's not going to be happy about that. The game comes down to the micro details. That wasn't a part of the plan right there.
First one, count it. Goes 2 for 2. Giannis with it up top. His guys now down by a point. Finish that. Parker into the front court. He'll run the offense. Beyond the arc for 3.
Number 6, Eric Bledsoe. That's his second
First one goes down. Missed the middle one. One more coming. Giannis in control of the basketball. They're down 3. To Bledsoe. Oh, Jay, he commands the paint this time down.
Look at that, calm under pressure. You see a lot of guys rush those. Nice extra move there.
To Parker. Can't connect. Defense did its job that time.
I love when I see a good contest. You're crowding the player's landing space, which naturally makes him worrisome about turning the ankle on that landing.
It's Chicago ball. That's going to be out of bounds. Lauri Markkanen sends it away. Out of bounds the call. Last touch by Lauri Markkanen. DiVincenzo. Bledsoe. The roof would have come off there, but he missed it. Parker with it. Leads just a point. Ball's tied up. Neither player wants to give it up. After the tie-up, they're in position for the jump ball. Parker. For 3. Buries it on the catch and shoot.
When a rookie starts to believe that he not only can play, but more importantly, he belongs, nights like this become more and more common.
Bledsoe. Could have sealed it, but it's no good. Markkanen. Going to launch beyond the arc. Message received. Well defended.
When you have cold shooting like this in the second half, you have to find other ways to score than just relying on the three-point shot. Maybe try turning that corner off that PNR and getting to the rack.
Bulls have it. 4-3. He was all over him.
Just because you're an elite shooter doesn't mean you need to shoot the ball every possession. Maybe give a head fake, crack into the defender, get to the free throw line, see the ball go in the hole.
To Parker. Here's a chance from long range. Offensive board. Nice follow-up on the dunk there.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice finish. It's all business.
Giannis with it up top. His guys find themselves trailing by a bucket. Nice find for the basket.
Strong finish. That's what you need, regardless of contact, focusing on the rim.
To Wendell Carter. Can't connect from inside. Giannis in control of the basketball. All even here in the fourth. To Bledsoe. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Missed it. Screen coming. Now a steal by Milwaukee. A three for the win. No time left in this quarter. This game is all tied up. Time to adjust. Both coaches making changes on the floor. Overtime begins, and away we go. Yes, and the foul, and a chance at three coming up.
People become so fixated on the hands or the arms or the strengths of the arms. I look at the legs. The strength of his legs help him power through that play. That's how you get and ones.
Bledsoe trying to cash in on the three-point play, shooting 66% in this contest. And strokes it.
I get tired of hearing guys say, I was there, I contested a shot, I pretty much had a hand in his face. Well, no, you have to change up the game. If a guy is right-handed, he is right eye dominant. Get that hand over his right eye, block his vision. That'll enhance his chances of missing the shot.
To Markkanen. Finishing inside the paint on that one.
There are certain guys in this league that should be put on alert status 24/7 because either they're posterizing you or that attempt can still be a poster.
To Lopez. And he finishes at the rim.
And attention to detail is everything for a professional scorer like that. Actually getting it done the hard way there.
A lot of contact on that play. He plays through it and scores.
You see, here's why versatility is so imperative for your offensive repertoire. If you're a one-trick pony as a defender, I know exactly how to defend you because you only do one thing. But if you have versatility, then the coach can put you in multiple looks within the offense, and you can get it any way you want it.
From long range. Not that time. He missed it. Giannis with it up top. His team up by one. Middleton can't get the bounce. Bulls with it. To Parker. Markkanen. Fires the three. That's good D. Shot no good.
Shooters shoot, period. I don't want to hear any excuses. That's why you're on the floor. You keep doing what you're doing with that superior confidence.
Tough make through traffic.
No excuse to not be a little bit more physical there on the defensive end. Needed that stop.
To Markkanen. Parker. Won't go down. To Bledsoe. Bledsoe slams it down.
It's a new day in sports when you see little guards dunk the ball like they're big. That's called a 40-inch vertical.
To Levine. Doesn't have the touch. No good. Bledsoe with it up top. Leads 5. And they call it.
Those cat-like hands almost got a steal.
Looks like some substitutions are coming on in. Stuffs it down with authority.
It's easy to become mesmerized when you watch a player who can create off the dribble. We call that dancing. When you allow a player to dance with that much space, that's Prob City.
Levine to To Chris Dunn. Fires the three, and it's good.
Just let me break down to all the young players at home how special of a pass this was. That was a perfect delivery, and it hit the player right in the chest.
To Lopez. Five on the shot clock for Milwaukee. Bledsoe's shot off the mark. To Markkanen. Giannis Antetokounmpo able to recover with the block. Markkanen. To Chris Dunn. Levine. Ball's out. Last touch by Zach Levine. Bledsoe with the basketball. Leads forward. Here comes the screen. Nothing going here on that drive. Bledsoe. The Bucks with 4 to shoot. Bledsoe. He still can't find his range from deep. It's no good. And scores. Strong take.
The defender needs to do a better job of forcing a pickup there.
Bucks basketball. Probing the defense. Bledsoe. Carter comes away with it. Deep two there, won't go. Referees called it. That was intentional. Now they get the intentional foul. And this one not over yet. 2 huge free throws coming up in a 2-point game. Misses the first. Knocks down the second after missing the first. Now the Bulls will take the timeout. They're going to have to draw something up for an open look at a 3. Just inside the arc. At the buzzer. Markkanen shot can't connect. The Bucks claim victory. They had to go to overtime, but they come out with the 3-point victory. That'll wrap things up. For Jay Williams and our entire crew.
The Bucks worked some overtime to get the win. Teams show their heart in the extra minutes. The Bulls lost a tight one today, and you can see the disappointment. The way they shot the ball was outstanding. But even still, it wasn't enough to get the result they wanted. More often than not, you're going to win games when you shoot the ball as well as they did here today. Check out the leading scores for the Chicago Bulls.
Game track. 3-point shooting.
Each of these teams were solid with their long-range shooting. So by extension, they were pretty poor with their perimeter defense. Closing out on shooters must always happen, whether you're tired or not.
Player of the game.
And what we have here are highlights worth 1,000 words. There's no question he stood out amongst the rest in today's matchup.
Who was cold?
What can you say about a guy like this? Except that he fits the title of this segment. He was definitely cold in this game. Here's our top plays of the game.
Number 2. Number 1.
Here's a look at the upcoming games for the Milwaukee Bucks. The Bucks were successful in overtime. On behalf of ESPN on EA Sports, I'm Jalen Rose, and it's been our pleasure to present you with some NBA basketball.
I got what you want, what you need, you know I'm on my way, baby come ride with me. This is not a drill, I gotta keep it real, you could get what you want, long as you ride with me. Ride with me, baby come ride with me, ride with me, baby come ride with me, come ride with me, baby come ride with me, ride with me, baby come ride with me. I live a wild life, don't judge me. In the lobby, walk in the room, then leave with the that in my fault, they want me. I ain't the same guy when I was 14. I was trying out for the ball team. High school crush was ignoring me. Oh yeah, now me. Now I'm on the road. Shorties on my shows. Saying I'm about to. I'ma talk, cause I ain't finished yet. True be told, yeah, I been a man. Still gon' love me when the fan. Are you? Oh really now? Aight man, let's get it then. I got what you want.